Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you will be watching me. Please, this one that Alujonu is asking me to drop again. Once again, I am pleading that you listen without sentiment. The foundation of speaking in tongues is found in the book of Acts of Apostles. In order not to bore us, let me just paraphrase. That book says that the disciples, after the departure of Jesus, they were at the upper room, Capernaum. They were praying, and all of a sudden, they broke forth in speaking different tongues. So, and there were tongues of fire. Whosoever saw that tongue of fire, the tongues, we don't know yet. But let's leave that aside. And they started the tongues that so many brothers have used in collecting our girlfriends in time past, when faces were dark. Nígbà tójú dúdú. Okay. Now, as they were speaking in that tongues, you already know what happened later on that I'm coming to. Then some people started talking about this speaking in tongues. I was not telling them, I said, this thing is rubbish. It is total. If there's any other better word, please borrow me that word. It is total rubbish. It is part of the madness of this religious slavery. And why did I conclude so? Imagine a pastor, somebody who is high and mighty, was answering my question and saying, speaking in tongues is meant to be the language you will speak when you are praying, such that the devil will not understand. Don't let me mention the name of the yeye pastor, because I have told him to go back and bring somebody that is much higher in IQ than he is. Finally, says, so that the devil will not understand, and it will be between only you and God. And I said, hello, sir. You are using the Bible to chop money. You cannot even answer questions from it. When you say the devil cannot understand, go back to that story, because you will remember that so many people around the place where the disciples were praying, they started saying, you see that these people are drunk early in the morning. You see that because I could hear some of them speaking my language. This one we say they are speaking his language. That one we say they are speaking our language. And, now, if human beings around could hear the languages that the disciples, the originator of this nonsense, if they could hear them, how much more the devil? So how can a pastor say that it is because you don't want the devil to hear it? And of course, you and I know that immediately the devil hears it, Abi, the devil will not go and meet the prince of kingdom of Persia. When the devil goes to meet the prince of kingdom of Persia, because the biblical God, immediately you send forth your supplication, the biblical God will have sent your response, right? And even this illustration is laid as part of this in Genesis 28, verse 12, where they said Jacob slept using stone as pillow. He now had a dream. In that dream, he saw the angels climbing the ladder and some other angels descending from the same ladder. In the New Testament, they told us that ladder that Jacob saw in Genesis 28 happens to be the Son of Man, who you say is Jesus. Emergency Bible study. It's not Bible study we're doing. I'm just trying to establish something. So, as you're praying, because the devil will hear it, right? There is no way. It's just a lie that the devil will not understand. They will show go. At the end of the day, as the angels were taking up your prayers, the biblical God will have sent the response. But the word of the biblical God is so powerless that the devil will now send the prince of kingdom of Persia to go and attack the angels, bringing the response of somebody who is supposed to be high and mighty. Somebody who didn't need woman to create Adam, but he needed a woman to impregnate, to give birth to himself, and to be praying to himself. Where am I going? Then as the king prince of kingdom of Persia is attacking the angels, bringing the word of the almighty biblical God. Then the almighty biblical God, who used the word to create heaven and earth, to do everything, cannot command again. He has to send angel Michael or Gabriel or whatsoever to go and fight the prince of kingdom of Persia. And maybe in the course of, I want to let you know the reason why you are not, maybe you are praying for Gary, somebody is praying for rice, another person is praying for beans. And as Angel Michael and the prince of kingdom of Persia were fighting, Gary Titu, Gary Titu Danu, the nylon of Gary is busted, the Gary is torn. That is why you're not receiving your Gary. Then somebody is begging God, God, I need a car. As the angels were driving the car to come and give to you, kingdom of Persia king and Angel Michael, they have slashed, they have slashed your car into two. So the angels cannot deliver half car to you. So keep waiting. You that you are waiting for wife, the king prince of Persia, since that this is a beautiful man God has sent to you, ó ti gbàyàwó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ibi tó ti ń jà yẹn náà ló ti sáré mú ọmọ mọ́lẹ̀, wọ́n máa ń ṣe dájà yẹn níjọ́ méjì jọ́ mẹ́ta, ó ti mú ọmọ mọ́lẹ̀. Surely, the day a madman realizes that he is mad, that is the day he gets his healing. You cannot defend this Bible and not look like a fool. Then you people now say, the things of God cannot be understood by the ordinary logical reasoning. Meaning that religion is never supposed to allow you to use what Eledumare has given you as sense. If you know you want to defend the Bible, you are so knowledgeable in Bible, you want to prove to us that it is genuine, that the Bible is the real word of God, please, under this video or any of my videos, make a comment that you are ready to accept a live video challenge. If it means buying you data, Awikoko is ready to supply you with enough data that will run for 1 or 2 hours non-stop for you to come and answer our questions from the Bible. So this one is basically to clear our eyes on what they call speaking in tongues. Babala rototo laye yosi is the biggest scam, biggest madness that they have given us in Africa. If not so, a girl that was praying for the sick in the hospital in the UK was deported because she was praying. Were they not the ones that gave us Onishegunla, that gave us the greatest physician? Orí gbogbo ní ti burú. Ẹ̀wẹ̀ mọ̀ jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ju ire jàre. Rótìmí ni Awíkoko lójú ọlọ́rọ̀ tọ́lọ́rọ̀ bá gbọ́ kí ló fẹ́ fi mí ṣe. Nonsense.